Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3, back with another vlog. I know you normally look at me for vlogs, but I kind of wanted a visual aid, plus my camera was already set up in this station, so I figured why not. But today we're going to talk about a monster that I don't think gets enough love, and I'm going to tell you what my dreams for him are, and then I'm going to tell you what my expectations for him are. And we're going to talk about Gorosaurus, as you already know. And I'm going to give my reasons why I think Gorosaurus should have a solo film. Right? So, Toho said that after 2020, when they have full control of Godzilla again, after the MonsterVerse kind of ends with Godzilla vs. Kong, that they want to create a new Godzilla cinematic universe, like they had back in the Showa era, except a bit more streamlined and more just focused on different monsters and not just Godzilla. Like, they want to make a big cinematic universe and be like Marvel, even though Marvel is actually the one being like them, because they did it way before Marvel. And then another monster series, Universal Monsters, did it before Toho. So monster movies are the ones that started cinematic universes. Don't believe anyone who says Godzilla's copying Marvel when they start. But Toho said they want to give several Godzilla monsters their own solo films. Now, I'm sure that Mothra is going to get at least one, right? Rodan will probably get one. It's a big five. Hell, Mechagodzilla might even get one. But I really think that we might even get a Varan one, which would be awesome because I love Varan. But I really, really think Gorosaurus deserves one. I think Gorosaurus, despite barely ever appearing in Godzilla, deserves one. He was the main monster threat in King Kong Escapes. Yeah, sure, Mechanicong was a bigger threat, technically, sort of, but Gorosaurus was the biggest monster threat. Kong fought two monsters in that movie, Gorosaurus and the Sea Serpent, because Mechanicong is a mecha, right? It's a robot. And Gorosaurus put up one hell of a fight. And then, in Destroy All Monsters, Gorosaurus is the only monster that can knock down the King Ghidorah. Gorosaurus, in one hit, knocks down King Ghidorah. That is the strongest fucking kangaroo kick ever. And I know he's based on the Meat Eater from the original Kong, which is debatably either a T-Rex or an Allosaurus, depending on who you ask. Even the creators couldn't agree on it. But he's got his own kind of unique flair. Like, he's obviously based on kind of the T-Rex type model, but he has this unique kind of segmented tail look. He has this barb on the end of his tail that he's never been shown to use as a weapon. But today I watched a fan film of him fighting Zilla, and I thought it was really cool because he used it as a weapon in that film, and I was like, that's a good idea. As his kangaroo kick, he has really strong jaws. He's just a tough little monster. And, like, half of his appearances are just freaking cameos, I feel like. Gorosaurus needs more love. And, because they're going to have this kaiju cinematic universe, right? But all these films probably aren't going to be that different. If you think about it, like, really think about it, lots of kaiju films aren't that different. They're all fun as hell, but lots of them are very, very similar. And I think Gorosaurus would be a good chance to change that up, because you could easily make a Gorosaurus film that's not a kaiju film, but a dinosaur film. Huh? You could do a Lost World type film centered around Gorosaurus. Have you guys ever seen The Last Dinosaur? If you haven't seen The Last Dinosaur, I did a review of it on this channel. Go check it out. But it's a dinosaur movie with suit actors from the studio that created Ultraman. And they did a film called The Last Dinosaur about the last T-Rex in existence in this pocket of Antarctica that was like heated to 90 degrees. And it's a fun film. I think they could do a Gorosaurus movie by kind of following the last dinosaur model. Like, they find a place that's full of not dinosaurs, but dinosaur-like monsters. You remember how King Kong was originally an island full of dinosaurs? Skull Island originally just had dinosaurs, but then Skull Island kind of evolved as the years went on. In the Kong of Skull Island comic book, they aren't dinosaurs. They're dinosaur-like monsters that evolved from dinosaurs. In Kong Skull Island the movie, they're not dinosaurs. They're animals that evolved from other prehistoric creatures. So Kong has kind of moved past dinosaurs, and I think you could kind of do that same thing with Gorosaurus. Just have Gorosaurus fight other kaiju based directly on dinosaurs that you can say evolved from those dinosaurs. Have Gorosaurus fight them, be the big guy in the movie, and the humans be like, should we take him back, blah blah blah, why would we do that, he's the last of his kind. I know this kinda does sound like King Kong, but motherfucker is originally a King Kong monster. First appearance, King Kong escapes, King Kong monster. And it's also very similar to The Last Dinosaur, but that's the point. It's the same type of movie. I think that's what would work best with Gorosaurus. Make it a dinosaur movie. Don't make it a kaiju film. Make it a dinosaur movie, but make like really unique looking reptilian, I know they're birds, shut up, reptilian-like creatures that he can fight. Just take designs and tweak them. Make a Triceratops that maybe has different shaped horns, or multiple horns or something, or like a spiked ball on its tail. I don't know. Just change it up. Change it up. I think it would be cool. Maybe a Stegosaurus that has evolved where it can shoot the spines out of its back as projectiles. That would be super cool. Monsters like that that can fight Gorosaurus. People are trying to, like, you know, balance out this ecosystem so they can study these creatures. But they're all dying out. Not just Gorosaurus. All these monsters are kind of the last of their kind because their ecosystem's dying out from global warming or some shit. I don't know. Make it an environmental message. Kaiju films are built on political messages like that. Just give us a goddamn Gorosaurus film. If you want this cinematic universe to work, you can't just give us Mothra and Godzilla over and over and over and over again. Can you imagine if the Marvel Cinematic Universe was just Iron Man and just Captain America over and over and over and over again? No. They took the risk with obscure characters like Ant-Man, right? Guardians of the Galaxy. Those were risky films to make. Hell, Iron Man was a risky film to make. A C-list character before the superhero boom even started, with Robert Downey Jr., who just got out of fucking rehab. And those movies all did well. Do the same thing, Toho. Take risks with your lesser-known kaiju. Definitely do a Varan remake. Varan was originally in a solo film. Give Varan a remake. And then make my boy, Gorosaurus, a star. I think it'll work. Monster films are coming back in a big way. When the genre cycle is done with superheroes, it's moving on to monsters. Just think about all the monster films that have been made recently. Kong movies, Pacific Rim, we've had dinosaur films. We got Godzilla films in America and Japan. The new Mummy. We got all kinds of new monster movies, you guys. There's so many more coming out also. Just think about all the monster movies that have been around and that you've seen advertised for. The Meg. All this stuff. That's one that's in theaters at the time of recording this. Like, Gorosaurus needs that solo film. And I know this is taking a long time, and I know I'm kind of ranting, but that's the whole point of this video. To convince you guys that Gorosaurus needs a movie. And I'm not trying to convince the most hardcore fans, because the most hardcore Godzilla fans want every monster to have a solo film, you know? They won't all get him. And Gorosaurus probably won't get one either, but I think it could work. I think it could really, really work. Just make it a dinosaur film. That would make it stand out among all the kaiju films that it would be in the same universe as. Like how Guardians of the Galaxy stands out as a space opera among superhero films. You get it? It's still a heroic movie, but they aren't superheroes. They're aliens. Gorosaurus wouldn't be a kaiju. He would be a dinosaur that kept evolving. Maybe you could even have multiple Gorosaurus instead of doing the one Gorosaurus thing. That would be probably even more unique, because we've never seen more than one Gorosaurus at a time. Even though I feel like there was more than one on the island in King Kong Escapes, we just never saw one. But Gorosaurus is rad. And he deserves a movie. Alright? Gorosaurus deserves a goddamn movie, I think. So let's do it. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. If you want more great vlogs, I'm trying to vlog more. There are actually 2 vlogs I've been trying to upload for days. They keep erroring out, and I don't know why. I'm having like a signal problem or something. But yeah, I love you guys. You love me. My dick is hard. You're all great. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.